Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I bring forth the greatest news of all. I'm here, I'm alive, and most importantly, welcome to Manga Alert, everybody.
This is like the shortest break we've ever had in between episodes. I'm proud of that.
It's because everyone just wanted to hop on the podcast train.
You know what?
Really quickly.
All I have to say is 1, 2, 3, fuck it, and just go with it. It's been a while, guys. It's been a huge while. You know that Nickelback song, It's Been a While? We'll go ahead and make that the podcast opening for this week.
You see, now that we're like official and on Spotify, I usually like to be careful with the songs that we don't get copyright taken down. So, you know
what, Gary? You've been horrible with the editing lately. I don't understand what it is that you've been doing with our opening themes, but every time I've picked a song, it's been something completely different. And I will not stand for this.
It's honestly because I usually forget.
And you know what? Maybe I should just announce it right here. This is not a fucking bit.
Oh.
Manga Alert is ending tonight.
What? We're ending? Why?
Roll credits.
Wait a minute. That means I'm out of a job?
This is Shrug's full-time job.
Oh gosh, every memory of looking out the back door and the photo album spread out on my bedroom floor. It's hard to say, it's time to say it. Goodbye.
That was a bit. I lied. Manga Alert is not ending. I was going to save it for the friendship, but since we all hate each other in real life, there really isn't much to save here. But, you know, with that being said, let's talk about some of the interesting things that have gone on in recent news with not only Jump Force, but with Shonen Jump-related content.
Yes. So Jump Force is getting Hitsugaya from Bleach, and I'm super hyped. I have the DLC pre-ordered, and I cannot wait. It will be excellent.
The real question is who's still playing Jump Force is honestly the question of debate.
If I'm being honest, I think if I could buy it for like $1, I would.
It's not even worth the storage space on your console, though.
Yeah, like I played the beta because it was free, and it was horrendous. It was a bad experience. And like I know, and I heard like the game, they barely improved it from the beta, so like
Now,
whatever.
The greatest anime game I think anyone can really honestly say is Death Stranding. It is such a remarkable game for anime fans everywhere. It has a very unique style of gameplay. Like, I wouldn't have imagined that picking up packages and delivering them to people would have been so exciting and so exhilarating.
This is the plot to Takamibachi.
It's led me to want to change my career, and I think it's safe to say that being an Amazon or a postal worker, it's so fascinating to me that
the drones will take your job away in a few years.
You know what? Fuck the drones.
The robots are taking
Fuck the
over.
drones. Get your 6-piece chicken McNugget. All right, you know, like just stop. It's time to stop.
In more anime game news, My Hero One's Justice is getting a sequel. So.
This is facts?
Yeah, this is facts.
Did the Fairy Tail game come out yet?
No.
I think it got a trailer.
It did
but
get a
I don't think
gameplay
it's come out
trailer.
yet.
I'm actually surprised that it's not a 3D brawler. It's a turn-based RPG. It doesn't look particularly good. I mean, obviously. But, you know, I'm just...
If there was a One Piece RPG, I would be on board for that.
Yeah, but it like the Fairy Tail one, honestly, it looks better than I was expecting. It still looks bad, but I'm like, oh, okay. One interesting thing about the Fairy Tail game, they said it before, or I think just after the time skip, so the story hasn't completely been ruined yet, so they kind of dodged the bullet there. They're like, yeah, we'll
nice.
Yeah, because you know, if they tried to make it a sequel, nothing would make sense. So
no, of course not. It wouldn't.
It was after Tartarus, which the decent stuff. A decent time to have the.
Well, it's set before the Magic games, which is where things get really fucky. So.
Okay, so this is like actual like decent quality Fairy Tail before everything went in the dumpster.
Yeah, it's like after the time skip when the guild is shitty and the game is like you're rebuilding the guild or something. So. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I won't play it, but I'm sure the few fans of Fairy Tail left might appreciate it. Who knows?
Better yet, I mean, it's coming out so late in the console's lifespan. I don't expect it to really sell well over in Japan anyway, let alone if they even bring it over here to the States. Did they announce it over here?
They did. It's PS4, Switch, and PC. But also,
God.
it's pretty late, considering the manga has been over for 2 years now, and the anime has recently ended. So it's like...
It's really missing its quarter gap here. Like, I don't understand.
If this came out
I
in
don't
like
understand how it could
2013
really
or
be
something.
successful with its late.
Yeah.
But like Fairy Tail hasn't gotten like a big game before. I like to my knowledge, I don't think that Fairy Tail has gotten anything but like a fighting game on like the PSP or like the 3DS.
Yeah.
Because so I think this is like a big deal for Fairy Tail fans.
But the problem is they
that's what I
waited so
think. I
long,
don't
and now
know.
most of the Fairy Tail fans are gone. Yeah. Although when the final episode aired, it was trending on Twitter, which surprised me. I saw, but it was funny. I clicked on to see what people were saying, and most of the comments were like, "Oh wow, I used to love Fairy Tail when I was 11. Cool to see that it's ending." I'm like, oh, so yeah.
Well,
But
if you're a horny
what it
teenager,
is.
then yeah, sure go to anime.
I don't know what other anime games are coming out. There was like a recent One Piece game that was really shitty, World Seeker.
Oh yeah, I
That
mean
was
we
just
can talk about a
dreadful.
bunch of older anime games because there's a plethora of them. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
there was the Fist of the North Star, Attack on Titan game, the World
Oh,
Seeker
gosh.
game that you were talking about. Just a lot of really garbage games. Of course, the My Hero One Justice game, which is that fighting game that we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier.
And that's getting a sequel. Like, I guarantee it's literally just going to be like a couple new characters, and that's it. Like, it'll just be the same game again. Because, ugh.
Oh yeah, and the Boruto Shinobi Striker game.
Has that not come out yet?
I think
No,
that's
it
been
has.
out.
No, these are older games that we're talking about.
Oh, did you guys ever? I haven't played very many like anime fighters, but did you guys ever play the One Piece Romance Dawn on the 3DS?
No.
Did you guys ever play that?
I haven't played.
It was like a turn-based RPG.
Oh, well, there you go.
And it was telling the entire story of before the time skip. But the thing about it is that it was like an adventure. Like, you'd run around these huge empty landscapes. You could avoid every single enemy because you're just running right beside them. And then they had like these like running sections of where you couldn't control Luffy, but you had to do like quick time
Okay.
events.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and
I
you-
had the
you d-
game. It was on
Yeah.
PSP though originally. I think they
It was on PSP.
to the 3DS.
And the funny thing was, when I pre-ordered the 3DS version, apparently they only made like 300,000 copies, so you can just see it on the thing like you have a certain number. And I think I still have the game. I don't know. I gotta go look
How much
for
do you
it.
want to bet they have not sold all of those copies?
I would be willing. I'd be willing to
Oh,
bet.
one game we forgot to mention upcoming is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Yeah. I can't.
Because what we really needed was another origin story game to tell us the story of Dragon Ball Z for the 30,000th time.
What it looks like to me from the bit of gameplay I've seen, it looks like Xenoverse, but with an open world. Like, I don't know. It doesn't look particularly interesting. I know people are
So,
excited for
Shrug,
it.
you were way off the mark with Romance Dawn. They only made 16,800 copies. And on
Oh,
eBay,
really? I could.
as I look, the prices are terrible. $13, $28.
Oh,
So
sick.
I'm going to guarantee
Nice.
that even out of the 16,000 copies that they sold, they probably didn't sell anywhere near that. But hey,
Right.
interesting enough.
Maybe. Well, the thing is like, for the most part, I think I was pretty sure that something was off about that, but I was all like, I don't know, that seems like a reasonable number. And so I just kind of like guessed for it.
Ooh, I know. Okay, there's a new Tokyo Ghoul game coming out. It's called Tokyo Ghoul Recall to Exist. And oh shit, hold on. It comes out in 2 days. Okay, I didn't know that. So it's already out when this podcast is out. The only thing I know about this one is that they released a trailer a few months ago, and the trailer was so poorly received that they actually deleted it. So, nice.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that.
I was like, it's a PS4 game, and it literally looked like it was on the DS or something. How shitty it looked.
That's really,
And,
really playing a Sonic the Hedgehog right there. Let's just go back
Oh yeah,
to the
that's
drawing board
news
and,
today.
and wipe everything out.
Well, there's a new design for Sonic, boys. That means it's gonna be good.
Shaman and Shrug are both longtime Sonic fans, so I know they're really excited.
I mean, I could just go on the tangent of, when everybody being upset with me about the Tokyo Ghoul thing, which I still get comments about, and I think it's really funny.
Oh, you're a Tokyo Ghoul hater still?
I'm not a Tokyo Ghoul hater. I just hate the fact that they changed the title. It's Tokyo Ghoul Re, and people are still getting upset about that 2 years later. And I'm like, this is really funny because I know that it's just the kids that think that Tokyo Ghoul is gospel, and it's really funny.
Apollo said it was.
Yeah, of course. In Chibi reviews. I started Tokyo Ghoul Re. I've only read one volume so far. I still don't like how they made it like a whole new series, but I definitely understand like why they would split it, but I still think it should have just been like Tokyo Ghoul Part 2 or something.
Or it could have been like Tokyo Ghoul.
It's like how they renamed Naruto,
just that.
the anime Shippuden, whereas the manga just kind of continued the Naruto brand name.
Same thing with Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but everybody knows Dragon Ball Z first. There's not many people that I feel like that's a special case.
Yeah, to be fair, like with Dragon Ball Z was a bit of a shift because it went more like sci-fi, space battle, alien shit. So
yeah, Tokyo Ghoul Re isn't.
Yeah,
that's a special case.
Tokyo Ghoul Re is like, some things have changed around, but it's still the same characters, and yeah, but I've only read one volume.
Never read
so far,
Tokyo Ghoul,
we'll have to see.
so I have no idea, but I'm assuming it means a time skip, but could be off on that one.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The Re part of the name is actually the name of a coffee shop.
Ah.
I only just found that out at the end of the first volume. I was like, oh, that's what it means. That's dumb, but
Wait, what does it mean?
the Re is the name of a coffee shop.
Will we ever know what DR stands for in Dr. Stone? The world may never know.
I don't think so. Maybe that'll be like the last chapter reveal.
Oh, they'll tell us?
You never know.
Cool. I'm more reason to look into it,
Anyway, before we get to oh shit, I was playing a James Hansen video on my thing and got really confused. I wanted to talk about Bleach for a minute because guys, Bleach is coming back, and this time we have proof. Okay, we have 2 pieces.
Really?
Yeah. So for one, as you know, Jump Festa is in December. It's the big Shonen Jump celebration where they usually announce a bunch of stuff. And get this, guys, they have a secret panel planned. Now we don't know anything about this secret panel, but I think it might be really likely that it means Bleach is getting an anime. So.
See, I have a different theory here. I think that Tadakubo is working on another big project, and I think that big project is going to be Burn the Witch 2.
Burn the Witch 2? So you think Burn the Witch will get serialized into a full series? Despite the fact that Kubo said he didn't want to do that, but let's ignore that. Let's ignore that because,
Here's the thing. I think we're gonna get Zombie Powder 2 because that's one of his biggest series ever made.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
I think we should be expecting that.
Now, guys, there's also another really strong piece of evidence. You see, the other day they announced that Kingdom is getting a 3rd season, and what's interesting about this is that it has been, I think, like 7 years since the last season. And if you look at the Bleach timeline, it's now been 7 years since the Bleach anime ended.
Yeah. Oh, shoot!
Hang on. There's a hole in that theory, though.
Oh?
Kingdom never got an English release, and Bleach has gotten an English release. So, would Tadakubo really want to just make an exclusive Japanese-only series and not continue Bleach over in America?
True. And of course, And of course,
You know, after
Kingdom
seeing
is
all-
still
after seeing all the
running
American
and still
fans.
very popular. But I mean, oh, here's another thing. Here's another piece of evidence. So if you look at the TV Tokyo top grossing anime of 2019, Bleach is actually in the top 5.
Well, you see, if there's another hole in that theory. If you look at the TV Tokyo logo with the cat, cats were featured in the first part of Bleach, where Yoroichi was a cat for the beginning of Soul Society, and then quickly transformed into a human, therefore disregarding her cat culture and disregarding that entirely. So, would you really think that you would want to go back to TV Tokyo and have it broadcasted to everyone when Bleach has already disregarded its cat culture? I don't think so.
Okay.
You know, I would make a Japan-only Bleach because after seeing the American Bleach fans, I would totally understand why.
Wasn't it the Japanese fans who burned their collections, though?
Yeah, they all hate Bleach.
I'm pretty
now.
sure, like, when Bleach initially ended, it was all of the
Gosh.
Japanese fans who were burning their books because all their favorite ships didn't happen.
I want to say though, like, in all seriousness, like, I see Bleach fans, they're always bringing up the TV Tokyo rankings. They're like, oh, but look, Bleach is number 5, and it's always number 5, like, it's still popular. If you actually look at TV Tokyo, they don't have many popular things. Well, they have, like, a handful
One
of
Piece.
really popular things.
One Piece.
No, they don't even have One Piece. They have, like, Boruto, Naruto, and Pokemon. And, like, other than those, like, everything else is either, like,
Hang
nothing
on.
or no
Okay,
longer popular.
in all seriousness, so One Piece isn't TV Tokyo?
I don't think so.
Hang on.
Wait, what? Wait, did it like turn over?
Hold on.
I always knew it as TV Tokyo. That's what's so weird about it.
I did
Maybe,
too.
let me... Anime, let's see, network in Japan. It's Fuji TV is where One Piece airs.
I know that Fuji TV has been a thing. I could have sworn maybe.
You're probably just getting confused because like Naruto and Bleach were TV Tokyo, but yeah, that's the thing. Like everyone's talking about this. Like, oh, I've seen people like misrepresent and basically like spread fake news saying that Bleach is like the number 5 anime of the year, but it's like if you actually ranked all of the anime of the year, Bleach would probably be like number 500. But you know, guys, it's still popular. It'll come back. Don't worry.
Garbage, am I right?
But Kingdom is coming back, so you never know. Which is by the same studio, so you know they.
Well, there you go. See,
I've actually heard the Kingdom anime is like really shitty.
see what
like,
what fans are hoping for is a really shittier, watered down version of Bleach, so that more and more people can enjoy and get it on board with it. You know, I think it would help to kind of be a what's the word? A memory of how well the series was and how well it panned out. You know. Especially with its ending. I mean, I feel like we should probably change the subject, or we can just rename the podcast the Bleach Podcast, because we've been talking about Bleach for honestly far too long, you know.
I mean, we did make a Bleach episode like earlier this
Did
season.
we?
So, like,
Did we make a Bleach
did.
episode? Jesus.
Yes.
My memory is getting
Yeah.
worse and worse as time goes on. Well, hopefully by the Christmas cast, we'll get some people on here that can help my memory out a little bit more, a little bit better.
But there's always stuff to talk about because there's always new evidence that the anime.
You know what? I'm a huge advocate for Bleach news. You know, James Hansen is the #1 Bleach tuber. I think at this point we should just rename Manga Alert to Bleach Alert and just do Bleach updates every single episode. I would be more than willing to do that.
He is the #1 Bleach tuber, but I also think at this point he's the only Bleach tuber. So
You're not wrong.
after this long, I feel like he might be the only one, unless Double Four comes back and starts doing something other than Boruto.
I don't think Double Four ever liked Bleach. That's I think his advocate was just that he liked Naruto.
Double Four, he has done more stuff. He's now doing not only Boruto, but he's also doing Samurai 8.
Wow.
So,
I was hoping that him and For Neverworld would do a collaboration together, but
they actually made up after. I don't know if you saw that, but like Double Four commented on one of his videos like, "Keep up the good work, bro," or something.
oof.
So good for them.
Well, yeah,
you know?
maybe they should do another Japan trip or LA trip or something, you know,
Yeah.
to help kind of reinforce the friendship a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I can only hope,
I agree.
you know.
So do you guys want to talk about Duranki?
Oh my!
What now?
No.
A doohickey?
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about
A
the
doohickey?
If
Isn't
I'm
that
being
what old
honest.
people call contraptions and machines? And
a goober.
a boomer? Is that what we are? Okay, let's talk about the. Let's transition into the comments. Yeah, all right.
Oh gosh.
So last episode of Manga Alert, I talked to you guys about how we were going to do a comment comeback. We're just going to scroll through the list of comments on the last episode. And Gear, go ahead and work your magic, work your editing skills. You know, we work in Windows Movie Maker, I know, but we can still do some really cool things. Maybe add some transition effects with some stars, some sparkles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when
We can add some like hit 2007 songs.
Oh yes, very very true. All right, so let's read this first comment, and we actually got a comment from Based God himself.
I was really happy with this.
I'll go ahead and read it, and then we'll kind of offer we'll kind of have a panel here of what our thoughts are of the comment. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Mal is with me. Your ratings and your reviews, they comfort me. So,
my God.
first off, Based quoted a really good song that was ruined by the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, unfortunately. And
I don't think that's the song he was.
and so I have to give Base credit here. I think he did a good job constructing a really well analyzed comment. I think if you break down the meaning behind what he has to say here, for instance, in this line, and I quote, "Walk through the valley of the shadow of death." I think this is a homage to Bleach in how its ending utilized a lot of various shadow effects in its paneling.
That's true.
So I think this might be a calling card that he wished that he could have been featured in the Bleach Manga Alert episode. I think that's what he
Oh,
meant.
he might be jealous.
That might be it. So
Might have really
that's
wanted to
that's
be
my
on.
piece on it. I don't know what you guys think about it.
It's hard to tell.
And you know, his comment really like convinced me. Like afterwards, I went on to Mal. I made an account. I like added the top manga to my watch list, and I started watching or reading
Started
all of
watching
the top
all the
manga.
top manga.
So yeah. So all like the top rated stuff here. What do we got? We got Solo Leveling. We got Utsuro no Hako. I don't know what any of this shit is. Never mind.
All right. Well, next comment. Okay, Boomer. I love Spy X Family, Demon Slayer, Komi, Bearstar, and Fruits Basket. Hey, Gear Third. Love you, but your friends are a bunch of boomers. Dislike them.
That was one of my favorite.
Well,
comments.
I like how he goes on a roll with Spy X Family, Demon Slayer, Komi, and Bearstar, and then the oddball is Fruit Basket. Like, that's been out for years. That's not a new series.
I think he was just talking because it's a series you've shown general like ignorance to. So he's like,
Ignorance. Ignorance.
Yeah, you're like Fruits Basket, girly manga.
When have I ever said that? I want you.
I feel like you've said
I want
that
you to
multiple
pull up
times.
every single Manga Alert episode and tell me what episodes I have said those things. Fruits Basket is not a new series, Tyrone Beast. Get your facts straight. I want you to fact check your comment here real quick.
I mean, there is a new anime, so it's new to some
Demon
people.
Slayer is caca, and I don't know why people enjoy that series. It's dumb.
But it's the number one manga.
It's
now.
shonen
It's-
manga at its finest. It's a marketing ploy where people get so invested and interested in the story, and then by 300 plus chapters, they're left with a very underwhelming ending and a horrible, horrible cast of characters. The character,
I think Shaman is just upset that a female mangaka is now has the number one series. I
oh
think
yes,
it's just
also has the
triggered.
number one female voice actress as well. Let's not forget that.
I mean,
Also, Spy
I
X
like-
Family. What the fuck is this shit? Like, what even is this? Like, I
so
read
first
Shonen
I-
Jump one day, and then this all of a sudden this series with some stupid chibi child with sunglasses and a spy gadget. Like, what is this? A ripoff of Spy Kids? We didn't want
where's the
this.
thumb people? Where's the
Kids.
thumb people? Am I right?
What the fuck is a Komi anyway? Is that like a coma? Is that what they're trying to say?
Well, first I want to say issue a correction. I found out today that in Spy X Family, the X is silent. much like Hunter x Hunter.
Oh,
it's
so
just Spy
how you
Family.
say it is just Hunter x Hunter instead of Hunter x Hunter. So you
Yeah.
say Spy Family.
So
I'm a personal advocate
Yes.
of a.
Why
Which
not
doesn't
just call
really
it
make
Spy Family?
yeah, but that also doesn't really make sense because only one of them is a spy, while the others are an assassin and a telepath. So
This sounds horrible.
You know, I'm a personal advocate of a Hunter Cross Hunter.
oh,
but
fuck
that's
off.
me.
You're probably one of those people who, like, on the PlayStation controller, you say X is cross.
That's because it was confirmed to be cross.
Yeah, but no one's gonna say that. Speaking of wacky name confirmations, another correction is we talked about Act Age last podcast. It's actually, and I fucking loathe this, right? It's pronounced to rhyme with the word montage, so it's actually pronounced actage. And I'm never gonna say that again. So.
All right, next comment.
But hold on, he also mentioned Komi, which I believe is Komi You Can't Communicate, which is a series I haven't read yet, but
Oh,
I've
God.
heard it was alright, so.
I was like, what? Commie? Maybe he's referencing communist Russia or
shit.
communist China. Maybe is that what the series is
Maybe.
about? You know,
We're big supporters of the Communist Party of China here on Manga Alert.
Green Party, down with the Green Party. That should be
Yeah.
how the song "Down with the Sickness, Down with the Green Party" instead. You know, all right.
Come on, get down with the sickness.
Next comment. The hiatus is over. The boys are back in town. Thank you.
This is
Thank
facts.
you, not Char, or however you say your name.
They're gonna
Yeah,
be like super surprised to see another episode so soon. I bet
We
they were expecting another
appreciate
3-month
your
break.
feedback. We appreciate your love for the podcast. Always appreciate it. Next comment, and this is our fellow supporter. We should call this segment "Cool Kid of the Week" award. Even I don't understand the state of mind, and I was hired professionally to translate Apollo when he speaks with his native accent. If a master of understand nonsense like myself can't tell, then society has truly taken him. Sad face. By the way, I have to say, this podcast has really hit rock bottom. 7 out of 10. Well, you know what?
That's
If rock bottom to you is a 7 out of 10, I would hate to see what your 8 out of 10 is, because, my God, what is wrong with your rating scale? You're starting to sound like Base Senpai. Please,
buddy. You haven't even seen us at our peak.
please,
Come on, we haven't even taken.
for
off
the love of
weights.
God, adjust your mouse score.
I just like Manga Alert does get good after episode 60. I'm just saying. So
Yeah, you know, you
We're-
don't
we're
understand.
starting slow, but
It's a bit. It's a fucking bit. All right, next comment. Boomer Wave by Roy
we have
Music.
a comment from our old host Taz who says, "Okay, Boomer."
Yeah,
So
there
thank you,
was a
Taz.
lot of boomer hating in this comment section. I think what we're gonna have to do, like what iJustine does, we're gonna have to filter out these comments. We're gonna have to censor boomer because it's very offensive. You know.
But then we'd have no content for this section.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. Never mind. Censor what I just said. All right. Moving on. Toaster Cat caught up with Beastars. Hype definitely holds up.
Bear Stars.
Wait, Bear Stars?
Beastars.
Is it like the Bernstein Bears? Like is that Bernstein? Is that how you say it?
Beastars.
Beastars. I thought it was Bear Stars, like the Bear Star Bears. You know.
There's literally no R in that.
I don't even know if there's like any main bear characters in Beastars. It's mostly like wolves and rabbits and deers.
Dude, there's no R. Like, what? Where are we reading bear from? Like, it says BEA, but there's no R.
Bit.
Yeah. But yeah, Toaster Cat, he agrees that Beastars is pretty hype, so I'm excited to watch more of it.
Fucking furries. Running around. Reading this trash. Go watch fucking Zootopia.
Zootopia 2, the next level.
I have nothing to
we
say
have-
about this, in all honesty. I have not read Beastars, and don't really care to. I mean, what's the appeal to it? It's a bunch of anthropomorphic animals going around. Like, what hasn't been done before, where there have been anthropomorphic animals walking around? Like,
Holy crap! It's
Like-
Sonic.
Sonic.
Why is it that this is so good? Is
It's
it
a Sonic
because
movie.
it's like a Disney movie that's like inappropriate? Where it's foxes wanting to fuck rabbits
Oh, dude, it's like Robin Hood, but
in the hood?
probably worse.
No,
Robin Hood in
these
the
are,
hood?
Like, I just think the story is really good. I guess.
What's the
It's
story?
really well
No
told.
one can ever tell me what it is.
So there's like, I don't know. Well, I'm only 4 episodes into the anime, but like they go to like a high school, and then there's like people are getting killed by a predator, and so that's happening. And then
This sounds
there's,
fucking
like,
atrocious.
There's like a school play.
This is literally the beginning of Zootopia.
Well, I guess they oh my god,
Yes,
yeah.
Judy Hopps just really
Yeah,
wanted to
because
enjoy the play.
Zootopia starts with a play, a school
This
play.
is
where
fucking
someone gets killed.
Zootopia.
Holy shit! Oh, you're right. Maybe they are ripping it off.
So I guess this is payback for ripping off The Lion King. They finally have gotten back at Disney by ripping off one of their most successful movies, Zootopia. Okay, so that's the story. It's fucking Zootopia, but more inappropriate. Gotcha. All right. Moving on. Kishimoto, masterpiece, lol face, NFS anime.
I think he's mocking Samurai 8, which we don't.
I was
support
gonna
here on
say
the
I didn't really
podcast.
understand the context of this comment, but I think maybe one of us mentioned that Kishimoto was a masterpiece. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I think I called Samurai 8 Kishimoto's masterpiece.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
what I came
So
from,
I
yeah.
think this is someone who actually thought that you were being serious, and we get that a lot here on the
Wow.
podcast. We get a lot of people who think that we're being serious when Naruto and Boruto are really Kishimoto's masterpiece. You know.
Thanos Whale comments. He just leaves a link to mangarock.com.
Jesus fucking Christ, Gear! Can you not go in order?
I'm just looking at them here. I'm just picking. I don't know.
Fuck's sakes! I gotta keep jumping around. I gotta skip over Taz's comment.
We already
now.
talked about Taz's comments.
Sniper
Hey,
Squad, amazing. Just amazing. So this man has true taste. You're getting a free T-shirt.
Cool.
Roki, High Gear Third Manga Reviews. I love your content, but you should collab with Joe. Hint: ask who Joe is.
Hey,
So
who
this
the
is
frick
Gear's
Joe?
naive nature. He kind of got called out here. So he replies. He's like, Joseph Mother, and I go way back. I'd happy to collaborate with him. And then the response was, I was going to say Joe Mama. I'm sorry for trying to fool you and disrespect your family. Please forgive me and for this recommending No Guns Life.
Yeah, this is the guy who.
Well, he's got a Berserk profile pic, so I would honestly say that this is probably an Apollo alt, so we'll go ahead and skip over that one.
Speaking
Tyrone
of Apollo,
Beast.
Apollo couldn't make it on the cast today because he's just so excited that Kei Sanbe has a new manga out, so he was off reading that. So that's why he
yes.
couldn't come on.
So yeah, go to Manga Rock. Anyways, Tyrone Beast commented again. He said, Boogie Snacks, new manga YouTube. I don't know what the context is with this one. Can you explain?
This
Wait,
was
hold
just
on.
a new
He
manga
replied.
channel that he, I guess, shouted out. So I checked it out, and he looked cool. So I was like, yeah, all right. It's just a new manga channel.
Oh, okay. All right. So we have some advertising on the Manga Alert podcast. See, we're catching up in the world.
He didn't even pay us. So
And before I was rudely interrupted, Thanos Whale commented a link to Manga Rock, and it has 5 likes. So apparently there are 5 people in the world that still use Manga Rock. And then also Gear posted a 15% off for hentai, which is that's good, I guess.
yeah.
All right, and then final comment, Migs. The group is back. Yep, we are back. We're back.
But
Hello.
there was another comment, a secret comment. This was a comment that I got
Secret.
This was a comment I got a notification for, and then it was like immediately deleted. But thankfully, I was able to screenshot it, and this person will remain anonymous because they realized the
boy.
error of their ways, and like I said, they deleted it. But they say, imagine being so pressed for content, you keep dredging up month-old drama. So, yeah.
Sounds like us.
Sounds like Manga Alert.
Yeah, I feel like this person...
I think we got a new fan of the show. I think that's all it is here, you know?
Yeah, like I was like, I don't think this
that's
person
what I
really
like to say.
understands. Like we bring up 2-year-old drama. Like a month-old is nothing. So
For anyone who's just viewing the show here today, I'd like to dedicate this segment to giving you a brief understanding of what Manga Alert is. Here on the show, we like to introduce a lot of bits. We like to talk about some old shit. We like to bring up boomer shit. You know, that's just what we do here at Manga Alert. This is what takes us back. Mm-hmm. This is the explosion.
And we are the #1 manga podcast on YouTube.
We are the #1 and only podcast here on YouTube.
See, we actually lost our record for the longest manga podcast until recently, when the podcast that beat us in length, all of the episodes are actually deleted. So, yeah. So
oh my!
We are still now the #1 podcast in both quality and length. So nice.
I was about to say quality over quantity.
You know what? Our show
really
will
matter
not
now.
become quality until we invite the #1 guest in the manga YouTube community. And you want to know who that is?
Enlighten us.
It's T-Dog, because he will not join us for a podcast because he's always sleepy.
Uh-oh! Alright, I think we should move on to the next segment.
So can we talk... I was cut off and I wanted to talk about Duranki, then we went on this huge thing. There's probably a bunch of
Who
people...
the fuck is Duranki?
One more thing. I still feel like we were talking about this before the podcast started. I'd like to... I was just really curious about how people would perceive my hair now, because I'm really curious because I get so many nice and glorious criticisms about me, which I take to be a better host every single time. I read them every time before I start a podcast. And I'm just curious as to how people would perceive my hair. So Gear with his editing magic might be able to pop up a nice picture of me. I would just like to know.
Leave your comments below.
Because
all your opinions on Shrug's hair.
I get enough about the Tokyo Ghoul thing, and now I'd like to see what's happening.
I know we keep stalling Duranki, but there's actually a comment that we missed.
Who's stalling? This isn't in the fucking schedule. You just brought this up.
We're not
What
stalling.
the fuck is a Duranki?
For whatever reason, this comment didn't show up under the video. It's here in like my creator studio. I don't know why it's not on the video, but anyway, it's not like marked for spam or anything. But anyway, this is from Donnie, who is a longtime commenter. He says, I don't know who this dude
Donnie
is referring to, who we talked about at first, but he sounds like an idiot. Anyway, Shaman still sounds like a bitch, and Apollo almost made this video unwatchable. But that's fine, his dumbassery made it worthwhile. Also, if you ever do make a Black Clover video, I'm going to report all of your videos. So. Thankfully, Base didn't really... He commented, but he didn't really show any interest in the offer, so I don't think we'll be making Black Clover. But, yeah, so that was the final comment.
Didn't we make a Black Clover podcast?
No, we...
No, we did not
Anyway,
make a Black Clover podcast.
Duranki,
I'll tell you that
finally.
much.
Let's get into this beast.
I don't know who's getting
Dude,
into
what
this.
the frick,
This wasn't
man?
on the schedule.
So a few months
Dude.
ago, it was confirmed that Kentaro Miura, the mangaka of Berserk, was going to be making a new series, which was kind of hilarious because Berserk is known for its long breaks and hiatuses, and now he's coming out with a new thing. So that was pretty funny. But this isn't entirely him, though. He's doing the story, and from what I understand, the art is mostly done by his assistants. And I think like the overall goal is to like train them to get to Berserk level, so they can sort of take over drawing the manga as he enters his old age. So we have this story now. It's about a child something that they have no gender, like they're neither male or female. But honestly, she looks like a girl, so I'm just going to be saying she because it's easier. I keep mixing up. I'm sorry if that's transphobic or whatever, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, this girl, she, like, lives in this woods or something. I don't know. It's been, like, a few months since I read the first few chapters, and then I just read the newest one. But, like, she runs around. She has this, like, this goat, like, this fawn, who's her friend, and they, like, hang out and play together. Then one day she meets, like, the village kids, and she like wants to play with them or something, so she makes them crossbows so they can go hunting together. And all these kids are like 10 years old. So they go out into the woods and they get attacked by wolves, and then they kill all the wolves. And then the newest chapter, after they kill the wolves, they all strip naked and take a bath together. They're like in a pond, but it looks like jizz the way it's drawn. And then they like
You would know what it looks like.
the main character, she takes all her clothes off, and they see that she has like a weird penis vagina hybrid, and they're like, "Whoa, you were telling the truth." Yeah, so that's
You're
strange.
scarring poor Mormon boy Shrug here.
What the frick, man? This is really
Seriously,
freaking
we need
weird.
to make a T-shirt of this.
I'm gonna be honest, I did like the first 2 chapters when I read them, but the third one was just kind of like, what the fuck? It's literally just like naked children like slobbering each other in white goo.
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay, but like, why children?
because we have to show
why?
We have to show them grow over the course of the story. They gotta
So
start
if you
as
thought the
kids.
scene in Golden Age, which
Yeah.
who the fuck cares if this is a spoiler, but when Guts and Griffith are pouring water on each other, and
Yeah, that
if
was
you
like
thought, if you thought
that
that
was
was
the
uncomfortable, that was with like 16, 17-year-olds. This is like 10-year-old children doing this. This is weird. It's like why are you centering your characters around this?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I say good for Miura for expanding his content, but
Just finish Berserk.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna say save your time, buddy. Just go ahead and do Berserk.
Yeah.
All right, so are you
so-
happy, Garrett? You finished your Duranki bit? Are you
yes.
happy?
And I forgot to ask Shrug, because it's been a while since he's been on. Have you been reading anything or watching any anime? Like, what's new with you? You're just too busy with Bible camp?
Okay, so no, I guess since the last podcast I was on. Wait, actually, that wasn't that long ago. I finished Siren, which, oh gosh,
It was
oh
that
no, oh geez, oh my, oh, it was something. I've been reading, so I've recently been collecting all of Your Lie in April and rereading that, because I love Your Lie in April. And I think there's got to be like one more. I think, I've been rereading the, Fishman Island arc.
The best one.
To start. Well, I've been starting to get prepared for like a review for it because my original plan for a Sonic Comics review has not turned out the way that I would like for it to. Because man, that is so long, and man, I had to look up a lot of things, and man, that's taken a lot more time. So I've been trying to figure out other things to do before I get that one out. And the last thing, because I'm garbage. I've watched season, what is it? Season 6 of RWBY.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's not anime.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But why?
Yeah, but like, I like RWBY.
Oh.
Like, everybody,
Shrug,
all you guys
Shrug-
make
Shrug
fun of
doesn't
me
know
just
what
because I like the
happens.
story of RWBY.
You don't know what happens to Ruby.
What happens? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, Ruby gets pregnant.
Oh, but not from a man.
Oh, for the love.
From a gender non-specific fairy girl who lives with her fawn
Yep.
friend in the woods. Speaking of Ruby, I went to see Doctor Sleep. Oh, I've seen it twice now.
Fuck this. Fuck this bit. Are we done with this? Can we end this bit, please? Save it for the aftercast. Save it for the aftercast. We're not talking about
no,
this.
but this is relevant. In Doctor Sleep, there's actually I really like the movie, but there's just the main girl character. Like, her room is covered in Ruby merchandise. And she has like an action figure of one of the characters on her desk, and like at the start of the movie they like zoom in on it for some weird reason, but then like later when you go inside her mind, you see that like her persona in her mind, she has the same hair as the Ruby character. So I really like the movie, but that really disgusted me, so not too big a fan of that.
Wait. Okay. Well, I looked it up. She does.
Yeah.
She does have that. You know, like, good on Rooster Teeth. Like, good job. They made it. They made it into a Stephen King
Good.
film. Like, what?
Good.
That's okay. But for reals though, complain about Ruby as much as you like, and of course I have my issues with it, and I definitely know that it's not perfect. I'm not like stupid. I can definitely say like the issues here. because especially, oh man, it's rough sometimes. But I typically enjoy Ruby. Like I sit down and I watch. I'm like, you know what? I like Ruby. I think it's fun to watch, and I'm very entertained. Stop laughing at me, darn it!
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because when I was looking up Dr. Sleep Ruby, I came across a video that's called "How Ruby and Stephen King's Universes Are Connected."
Oh,
The
for
Dark
love of
Tower,
everything.
Pennywise, God of Darkness. My God. So,
Oh my god. Okay, well, I am no longer a Ruby fan. It is now being announced here on the podcast.
We
I'd just
saved
like
we
to-
saved Shrug. That's it.
my favorite part in It Chapter 2 is when Pennywise turns into one of those, like, evil dogs from Ruby. That was great.
Man, dude. Okay, I guess we can save. I have my choice words about It Chapter 2.
Well, we might as well just go into the aftercast because I don't even know. We're so off topic here.
Well, there's one more manga I want to talk about. Well, I've been watching the
Okay.
anime, but it is the quintessential quintuplets. This is...
Excuse me, what did you just say to me?
I said the quintessential quintuplets.
John and Kate +8, my
Yeah.
favorite show ever.
So this is a series that Apollo has been trying to get me into, and I finally checked out the anime. It's basically about a high school boy with very high grades, and then there's a bunch of girls with very low grades that he has to tutor. Now this is the exact same setup as We Never Learn, but picture We Never Learn except they're all sisters. Because all 5 of these girls, they're quintuplets. So they all look the same, they all live together, and then they all fall in love with him, and he is to tutor them. And it's actually really great. I was surprised with how good it was.
Wait a minute. So these 4. Wait. Whoa.
5.
So these 5 girls all have the crush on this one dude. But
Well,
they're all
no, so
sisters and
far-
they don't know it.
As I'm reading, only one of them has an obvious crush on him, but I feel like as the series goes on, more of them might start to...
But do they know that they're sisters?
Yes, they all know they're sisters. They're all the same. They're quintuplets. They were all born at the same time. They're...
Okay, I don't know why, but like, what the frick? Why?
Is this another shitty rom-com?
Well, I wouldn't say it's shitty, but
What
it is
the-
a rom-com.
What the frick, man?
this is
Like,
actually,
I don't
though,
know.
Gear does not know what true quality is. I'm just telling you right now.
I will
that-
say, though,
that
I
this-
was surprised. This is actually, and it's very funny how it ended up like this, it's the number 5 best-selling manga of the year, with 5 million copies. So we got quintuplets, it's 5, and it's 555. We're
Haha, Gear
good-
making a
good-
dry
good-
joke.
good-
Haha.
good for them.
Ha.
But yeah, it's great. If you like rom-coms, check it out. It's actually better than We Never Learn, which I never thought I'd
Nope,
be
you're
saying,
fucking
but-
canceled. Get the fuck out of here.
All
You're
right,
canceled.
okay, fine.
Canceled
Also,
culture.
Miku is best girl. I'll just put that out there for those who understand.
They're all the same.
no, yeah, but they have.
How can you even say
yeah,
that?
but they have different personalities.
Oh,
and you tell,
it-
and you
it's
tell
just
them.
like the
Oh
episode-
my god.
You
It's
tell
just like
them
the
apart-
episode of Teen Titans where like they go into Raven's mind and it's just like they're all the same, but they like have different emotions. Like one's happy, one's
Yeah,
sad, the
yeah,
other's
they-
like
they-
emo.
Yeah, they have different personalities and they have different hairstyles.
Oh my
That's how you tell
gosh.
them apart. But like when their hair
they-
is down, the main guy he can't tell them apart. So he's like, "Oh, which one are you?"
Oh,
Ooh."
so like, do they have different colored hair?
Yeah, some of them do. Some of them have like the same color hair, so you can only tell them apart from their hairstyles. So like when he accidentally sleeps with one, like not have sex like in the same bed, he doesn't know who it was, so he's like, "Whoa!" But yeah, so it's good. It's
So
good
is
stuff.
is the main character a dumbass?
No, well, I mean not. In the, I mean he's very smart.
In the
student.
context that when a bunch of girls are around him, is he like, oh, whoa, what did I do?
Yeah,
Woohoo."
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so this is another one of those shitty rom-com.
Oh man, is it
Mangas.
wait, is it like Kirito level or like
Oh God,
Like,
no! I wouldn't.
okay. It's like he has some like form of like emotion.
Yeah, I mean, like he's a person. He's a character. He's just sometimes ignorant to the feelings of women.
That's what people say about Kirito though.
Yeah, but they're wrong. I'm right.
Facts.
Anyway,
Canceled.
We're on the internet.
welcome to the Aftercast. Today we'll be discussing It Chapter 2.
Okay. So let me tell you this quick story. This isn't a critique of the movie. I would just like to tell the story. So I went to go see this movie with my ex-girlfriend.
Wait,
and so
are you recently ex, or like was she ex?
no,
when you
no.
went?
So no, we were dating when we went and saw it.
Oh
And
God!
so-
So it was a recent breakup.
So it chapter 2 broke you guys up. Is that-
honestly, so this thing, so we were at the movie, and so what happened was I was sitting there and I watched the whole movie, and like Bill Hader's character, I didn't know this until after the film, but apparently like he was gay, and so
that was pretty
I,
obvious in the film.
Well, hold on. So I didn't know that. I did not pick up on that whatsoever. And so I like sit there, and I was like, yeah, dude, that was really sad. He's just like giving his bro like a final goodbye. He was like real emotional about it. She goes, but he's gay. And I go, what do you mean he's gay? And then she goes, dude, he was super gay. And I was like, what do you mean? And then she was all like, he like caressed his face, and I was all like, but that's just like guys being dudes. And I was like, I didn't think that at all.
This
And
boys
so-
being boys.
And so like we're sitting there, and she's thinking I'm so stupid, and then so like looking up later, it was like 3 a.m. after we got home, and she just goes, dude, you're an absolute idiot. And I look, and I read an article of Bill Hader being like, yeah, dude, my character was gay, and I said, oh my gosh, what the frick? I was like, how did
this is the
miss
setup,
that?
but I'm more interested in like why you guys broke up. Like what was the reasoning behind that?
I mean, if that's too private.
Oh, why did we break up? It was like a relationship of deceit at the end. A lot of
shit.
lies. And
Jesus.
that was kind of like the end of it, like the lead up.
Shit, you were dating Todd Howard? Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, the It Chapter 2 thing was kind of just like the.
Literally, but every time Bill Hader's character runs into Pennywise, Pennywise is like, "Oh, I know your secret." Oh, like
Yeah, but I didn't know that's what he meant. I didn't know he was all like, "Oh, your little secret's that you're freaking gay." It's like what? It's like,
there's a
I
scene
didn't
where
know
he
that.
literally, when he's a kid, when he's Finn Wolfhard, he asks like a guy out on a date or something, and he's like, "Ew, no, I'm not gay."
No,
And then
he
he's
didn't
like-
ask that. He literally he didn't ask that at all. And then because I did not hear him ask the kid out at all. And then they started calling him a fairy. I was like, well, I was made fun of, and people called me gay as a kid, and I'm not gay. I was kind of like, that's just like in middle school, middle school boys call you gay. It's just like an insult, or it was like back then before you got made fun of for being a homophobe.
Shrug.
And so,
we got to be careful. This is an all-inclusive podcast. We don't approve of this. We're canceling this conversation right now and moving on to Death Stranding. Actual important conversation.
Wait, I will say
here.
though,
Shut the fuck up, Gear. Shut up. You've interrupted me this whole podcast, bringing
I wanna
up your
say my thoughts on
Duranky,
It
bringing up
Chapter
your
2.
Duranky, and your Bear Stars, and your other crap. I've had it. We're ending it right
are
now.
we getting canceled? Are we actually getting canceled?
So,
the whole
Death
thing,
Stranding
the whole show?
is a great game.
No one cares about your stupid Kojima game.
Death Stranding is a
IGN
great
gave it a
game
6.8. It's
because-
a terrible game. You carry a baby across the country. No one likes that.
Are you saying that babies are not good? Is that what you're saying
Yes. Yes. Abort the fetuses. Let's-
We're just pissing off every people group here. I'm sorry. Continue.
So It Chapter 2 wasn't as good as the first. I was pretty
It's
let
fucking
down by it.
garbage. Moving on.
Yeah, it was awful.
I don't think it was awful. I mean,
I thought it was
But-
pretty bad.
yeah, it was.
Joker!
I really like the first one, but Doctor Sleep was far better. So go see that. instead.
Doctor Sleep was poo poo caca.
I hate you.
Okay, I hear you, but no.
But it's Metacritic score.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Oh, well.
Canceled. Alright. Well, other than that, Death Stranding and Joker are the only two new things I have in my life.
Yeah.
Boomer!
Are you gonna get Pokemon? I think we asked you this last time.
Let's talk about this. I was wanting to bring
boy.
this up. So apparently, for the Pokedex, they've cut out over 486 Pokedex entries, which is over half.
There's 436 Pokemon in the game, which is about exactly half.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I don't agree with either side in the way that they're taking it, but here's my take on it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple as that. Of course, with the support being that this is a new Pokemon game, my problem with Game Freak is that why they don't necessarily have the budget to employ more staff. The whole argument was made that because we decided not to do this, it wasn't made as a design choice, it wasn't made as a gameplay choice, but it was made based solely on the fact that they didn't have a large enough team to create a game around these 800 plus Pokemon.
And like, if your team, like, I understand that they have a small team, like this would be a really crazy task, but it's literally like one of the most profitable franchises in the world. like
how
to
do
me,
they not
there's
have
no
the money?
reason.
It doesn't make any sense.
There's no reason Game Freak like shouldn't be like as big as like Rockstar or something. Like
Maybe it's like Square Enix. Maybe they're just like secretly broke and just nobody knows it.
I don't think so. But
Yeah,
because
they
and like
definitely aren't.
Pokemon, and like Pokemon is like in the same position as Fire Emblem, where the game just looks like a 3DS game HD. So like a lot of the textures look like shit, and there's like a lot of pop in and stuff.
Yeah,
A bit
but
more
isn't,
understandable for Fire Emblem with intelligent systems because they are much smaller, and Fire Emblem's a much smaller series. But again, with Pokemon, it's like you really should have more people on this game. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I won't be buying the game. I have no interest in it. It's not because of the Pokedex. It's just it's Pokemon. Like, I mean, it's the same. It's gonna be the same experience.
I mean, I will be
on
getting it
Switch.
because I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for Pokemon. About the Pokedex, I personally don't really care. I've completed the National Dex before, and I'll never do it again. But I do understand it can be disappointing for some people, especially like if you're a competitive player, you want to build like a specific team, but a bunch of Pokemon you might want aren't there. I mean, it definitely sucks, but I mean, to me, it's not a huge letdown.
Like, just think about this.
I am really.
They want you to pick the 3 shittiest starters, and they took out the 3 best starters. You know, Squirtle and Bulbasaur and
No, they actually do
Charmander
have the Kanto starters are coming
and
back.
not only
in this
that,
game.
but imagine this: what if this is just a ploy for DLC? If
Maybe
Pokemon
they'd be
is going to
like,
have DLC editions where they're going to add all your favorites for the low cost of $4.99.
Like, $4.99 each.
You want
Like,
the Sinnoh Legendary team up? $5, please.
You want Love Disc? You get that. That'll be
99
$4.99.
cents.
Dunsparce? $4.99.
Okay, but if we're actually talking about games, can we talk about actually Terry Bogard for a second?
I haven't actually played him yet, so I don't know. I've been sleeping on it.
So I'm you know me, I'm a professional Smash Brothers player, professional
Oh, yeah.
Smash Brothers YouTuber.
Remember, didn't you make like a kid cry at a tournament or something?
Yeah, that was a.
Yeah,
that's
you told
that's
that
a fun
story here
experience.
before. Yeah.
I think I told that story before. That was a real sad day. I felt bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Terry Bogard. Yeah, I like him. It's just like, just you know, he's literally just Ryu and Ken if they actually were
Do you
good.
know what game Terry
Oh.
had originally came from? What game?
Fatal Fury.
Shut the fuck up, Gear.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like I knew of Fatal Fury and I knew of Terry Bogard, but I was just all like,
Fucking
when he came out, I was
normies.
like, oh, it's cool.
Who's this? Ooh. Where was Steve
But it's
from
like after-
Minecraft?
But it's like honestly, like I think he's fun. Do I think he's the best? No. Like I'd rather play as other people, but
Who do you think
fine.
the fifth challenger will be? The new one?
personally, I'm an advocate of Gino because I love Super Mario RPG, but that's just because I'm a garbage. So
I'd really like to see the Doom Slayer. I think that would be excellent. He has a pretty wide arsenal.
I hope they add an Octorok.
There's a lot of rumors for Dante, which would be interesting. 'Cause
Dante would be cool.
but that's interesting because if Dante made it into Smash, that means he's the only character who is both a Smash brother and a PlayStation All-Star. So good for him, I guess.
But like, I don't know.
Well,
Crash Bandicoot has
I
a
was gonna
shot.
say,
I think Sora has
if
a
you're-
shot, and Sceptile.
If you're keeping up with the platformers, just have Crash. It makes sense.
I think Crash has a shot too. Like, it's just
And
like Crash, Sora, and Sceptile. Like,
What
Yeah,
about
Waluigi.
Norman Reedus? Norman Reedus and his Bridge Baby.
if Norman Reedus doesn't get in the freaking game, I'm gonna.
no, I hope
Right.
BB is in the game.
Is that the baby?
Oh, you guys don't know who that is? No, it's BB.
I
It's
don't
just BB.
BB-8.
BB-8, the Star
BB.
Wars droid.
Arbu Bidu.
Speaking of
Pupo?
Star Wars, Disney Plus is out. Have you guys all subscribed
yeah.
to Disney Plus?
I actually have. I think it's like a really good
If
deal.
you guys don't have
Have you
Disney
seen the
Plus in
Mandal-
your region, pirate it. Anyways, we're gonna end the show on that note.
Hold on, I want to talk about the Mandalorian and how they've ruined the Simpsons.
Coming next episode.
I wanna talk about-
Mandalorian.
I want to talk about High School Musical, the
Thank you
series.
everyone for joining in today. I hope you all enjoyed the podcast.
Next episode is Disney Plus podcast. We'll be all on that Disney train. We're sponsored by Disney. I think you guys already knew that.
Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah.
Every the old arcade, blew every dollar that we ever made. The cops hated us for hanging out. They say somebody went and